Jiri Prochazka and Khalil Rountree. We're going to do it how we did it last time. We're going to have separate videos for each fight so we can get into detail, break it down, find out a little bit. We're gonna find out as we go. I'm literally looking at the screen. You're going to see the screen right here, showing you what I'm looking at, and we're going to figure it out as we go. We know enough about these two fighters, but let's see how these two styles clash. Because again, both very unique styles. You got Khalil Rountree, that Muay Thai sort of style, and then Jiri, very, very unorthodox, likes to take risks. There's a bit to go through with this, so I wouldn't mind. I'm probably going to have some things to say. Then I'm going to watch, because I'm going to do Jiri's highlights in that first. Then I'm going to do Khalil's. So maybe watching Khalil's, I might end up changing some things. So that's what I mean. We're going to figure this out as we go. I've got a feeling I've sort of got it figured out. But then I started to think a little bit about Khalil Rountree, about his style. I want to see how defensive he is. Does he like to be in that Muay Thai stance and be very defensive? I think that's what I do remember. So I wouldn't mind watching that. Can that be effective on Jiri? Anyway, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Let's get into this. Is he? I'm trying to think. Is he always southpaw? I think he likes to mix it up as well. Very, very unorthodox. Even here, look like he's showing Glover a lot of respect there. Maybe that's what he was worried about, the takedowns here. Usually he likes to flirt with that range a little bit more. You will notice he likes to bring his head into range and sort of give you the shot so he can pull and counter and really suck you into firing so he can counter you and catch you. He really didn't want to do that with Glover there. So that's the thing that you got to remember. Everyone wants to be like, he always does this, but he's fighting Khalil Rountree. Khalil Rountree, very dangerous striker. Is he going to change his approach? Yes, we always need to remember that. You're looking at their past fights, but you got to remember both these guys might change. They're at the top. They might change their game to be effective for one another. See there, orthodox southpaw, likes to switch stances, flying knees, all that sort of stuff. So creative. But see, this is a style that I'm talking about. Like, he likes to stand in front, likes to fire, get his head off center while he's firing bombs. So good to watch, though. I want to go to another fight. So you could see with Glover early. Later on, he started flying. So here's some of his older fights. I don't mind seeing some of the older fights because he's always been high level. He's always had that same sort of style. All them flying knees and things like that. That's not going to be effective for Khalil Rountree. I think, again, he likes to be, a little bit more defensive. He ain't going to press. He ain't going to overcommit. He's usually blocking very, very well as well. Got a good defense, good shield. Ooh. Look at that. See, he likes to fire. See, just there, what I'm talking about. Likes to fire. See, look at that. So there's a couple of good examples here where he will take some risks. He will come forward and counter as you're firing. Obviously, a lot of risk there. A lot of risk, but he's so good. Even there, look at that. On his way, marching forward with Reyes there. Oh, that was a crazy knockout. Marching forward, and then a massive counter hook from Reyes while Yu was fully committed. Like, he was sort of getting himself... He was so committed that he was like really pushing forward. So the counters are going to be hard there when you've got all your momentum coming forward and... you're going to be front foot heavy, if that makes sense. Like, you're all that weight's coming forward. Big hook and then bang, still able to counter, fires, goes there and then sees a spin elbow. This is crazy striking. This one's going to be a hard one. I just feel like Jiri, you want to go like, you want to say Jiri like that unorthodox style and that crazy sort of aggressive style is going to be very effective. I think it will be, but I want to watch a bit more of Khalil. I want to see how defensive he is. That could be pretty good from because he's a power puncher. As I said, with Jiri, we sort of know his style, but I wanted to go a little bit more. So I'm going to find the different highlights here. And we're going to go straight away there, straight into this. He's fighting Reyes here. Look at that. See how he likes to march forward, get in your face. Obviously, you got him hurt, so he's already aggressive. And then he has you hurt, he goes in for the kill. Still great. Having, as I said, all that momentum coming forward and still able to look at that pressure he can put, coming forward, put himself in dangerous positions, hoping you're going to fire something just to counter. Hard fight for anybody, Jiri. Dangerous. Oof. Boom, there's that one that I was talking about before. Coming forward, aggressive, big hook coming. Look at that. Hands down. Look at that. Have a good look at this one. That was great. So this is hands down. Look at the awareness. Switching stances, punches from wherever they are. Incredible eye. To have that eye like mid deep movement, if that makes sense. Incredible, man. Man, Jiri's good. Look at that bridge 1-2, and then look at this. Like bridge 1-2, full commitment, bang, ducks, hunk. Oh, good awareness. It's like he already knew that I'll land that, and then he already, like would have seen that the from the body language of Rakic there, knowing that a right hand was going to come back, and he's already ducking. See, that type of stuff, like, has he still got it? Yeah, I'm sure he does. Man, Jiri's going to be hard to bet against, man. But Khalil, the styles, that's what I mean. If Khalil was going to be aggressive, I don't think that's good for him. If he's going to be very defensive and shells up and will smash a leg kick here and there, but be very defensive while he's doing it, which he likes to do, that's where he's going to be very effective. That's why I really want to see Khalil before I start making full predictions. But Prochazka, man, like, incredible, man. Hard guy to fight. When someone's in your face, forcing you to, it makes you panic punch. But man, he takes some risks as well. Whew. Takes some risks. Does a great job of getting himself out of... This is what I was saying earlier, where he had a bit more range with Glover early in that fight. There he was a bit more aggressive, probably because he knew he had him tied, and if he's like, I'm all good now. Hands down. Just look how close he is here. Look at this. Reyes, he knows Reyes is firing at him, ready to fire too. Knows he's ready to fire at him, but just press. Look at him. Look where his head is. Obviously, again, you can eat stuff, but that's the risk he'll take. He'll be right there. So he's like, it's like, you got no choice to be like, the head's right there. Like, I can hit it. I'm gonna strike. But then he's like, wants to get his head off center and just counter you coming in. Pereira's really good at that as well. Except Pereira's does it, but in a more base position, and will just counter like with big hooks. He's like sort of all over the place. All this momentum, even though he's swinging this way, they go to throw a punch while he's going, whoop, and he can still just change. He's going one direction. They're about to counter where that head's going. Boom, slip, like that awareness. And he's been doing it his obviously whole career, so he's great at it. Takes a lot of risk though, but I mean, you need to be a great striker like Pereira to really be able to set traps, if you're going to do that, knowing that he's doing this, maybe, as I said, his head's going this way, knowing something's coming, knowing that he'll probably see it and he's ready to slip it, but yeah, just use that to sort of trap him, put a shield up, knowing that he's clever enough, Jiri's clever enough to get his head off away from that punch, right, and then catch with something else or vice versa. Follow this and get him with the left hook, knowing that he's, going to slip, so, change the beat on that hook and let him just run straight in the hook. Little things like that. You need to... And this is mid-fight. While he's chasing you, who can really do that? Maybe Pereira. Pereira can. Like, that's why he did it, right? But can Khalil? Khalil's a great striker, but a lot more... Just a totally different style. How's he going to handle Jiri pressing forward? He's going to really rely on that defense that I keep talking about. That's enough. I think we all can see. We love watching Jiri. Incredible striker. Very, very unorthodox. Pereira's similar, where he likes to come forward and has his hips there, but he's just in your face. More like in your face. Not all this movement and coming leaning over. And incredible to watch though. All right, now, this is where I can at least get a lot more information. What does Khalil Rountree like to do? There might be some older fights. I want to know if he... did he always have that real Muay Thai base, or is it more these last, 6-7 fights? I know we did a lot of training in Thailand. I think he's always been Muay Thai, but He was really effective with his Muay Thai later in his career, right? Like, let's see some of this stuff here. This is early, so we might not get as much because he's obviously leveled right up, Khalil. Yeah, so he's not as much of that Muay Thai stance. Let's still watch a bit of this anyway. And I'll show you how much, this is good to look at, to show you a bit more of how much he's changed. Yeah, more of that MMA sort of style. Southpaw, you got to remember his southpaw. Jiri doesn't mind switching stances. Yeah, wider. See, he's got a wider base here. Muay Thai's a little bit more squarer sort of stance. A little more upright, ready for the knee to check the kicks and shield up here. Completely different style. So he started off his career, I would say, like more that looked like, ooh, but he's just powerful, man. Well, that knockout. Oh, wow. Damn. I want to go more to the later styles now. All right, where are we here? Oh, big KOs. Man, he loves a good hammer fist like that. Just like gets you knocked out. Oh, boom. Dangerous guy. Come aggressive at him. This can happen, obviously. Ooh, see? Boom, ready to counter. See that? This is where he can be very dangerous for Jiri. Like I said, with his new, because he's still got great counters. Like, you know, if you come and put yourself in danger, he will fire. But he'll be very defensive now, like I told you, with that shield Muay Thai stance. Now, plus being very effective with his counters and the timing of and knowing when to defend the attacks coming, rather than being forced to fire. Knowing the defense if it's not there and then knowing when it is there, which I feel like he's gotten much better with. He can probably be a bit of a nightmare for Jiri. It's going to be interesting. I want to see this finish. It's coming. Boom, there it is. Southpaw. He loves that hammer fist, man. He finishes that fight to that hammer fist all the time. That was a big win. That was a big moment for Khalil Rountree. Pretty good at cutting him off, keeping him on the cage behind that black line. Likes again, like lead hand, likes to play lead hand. Look at them shots. He doesn't see them jabs. He is not committing there. He's baiting. See, he's baiting here. He's sitting there like they're half committed, hoping something will come back, or trying to blend when he really does want to come forward. Maybe that's what happens. I don't remember this fight, but you know, lead hand shows her that, you know. Now this guy thinks like, oh, his jab's missing. Look at my range. Yeah, my range is incredible. He's pulling short with these jabs. Then all of a sudden he bridges out a little bit deeper. Pop, pop. Don't know if that happens, but that's the idea behind that. So I've never noticed that he had so much. Here's the Muay Thai stance that I'm talking about. Look at that. There it is there, right? Knees going up. Oh, this on the knee. Oh, yeah, I remember that one. Ouch. Actually, that's a good one. Could that be effective on Jiri? Jiri coming forward doing all this sort of stuff. I think leg kicks and all that, and not really, you know, having a defensive guard, and not panic punching and trying to, because the head's going to be there. He likes to bait you in. As I said, Jiri likes to put his head there and show you it and force you to. Yeah, I've got the coffee. You know what? While I remember, I'll drink some because people are like, are you even going to drink that coffee? It's going to get cold. Back to it. All right, so likes to bait him, yeah. He likes to make you feel like, oh, you got it there. It's like, oh, the head's here. I've got to fire. Like, you know, he's in my face. The head's in range. I'm going to have to swing. And then he likes to counter. Shelling up, not really reacting to that, smashing the leg. Front kicks like that. Again, a lot of people don't like it, but it's a sport. You're allowed to do it. And it can be very, very effective. I feel like when he's switching stances, just knowing that he's trying to be heavy on that front foot to sort of pull and do these ones. The feet's got to be grounded to do that. Are we going to see some stomping at the knees? Maybe. I forgot about that one. That's something that Khalil is probably going to use. Very high guard defensive. You know, maybe a little bit of lead hand work. Not commit. Don't panic punch. Know that Jiri's trying to bait him in. Is this the Khalil Rountree we're going to see? He fought a great fight. His last fight showed a lot of strategy. I can see him having good strategy in this one. He's going to need it. If you want to beat Jiri, you need great strategy. You need to be really good. You need to have a good eye. You need to be very well-rounded. Because even if you've got good strategy, Jiri's that dangerous where he can catch you before you end up setting anything up. Take the legs out and leg kicks and all that, and don't really react to him inviting you to punch his head. Could be very effective. This is where you really start seeing Muay Thai Khalil Rountree. Well, you've seen it there. That back into that. Boom, boom, and then even that front kick at the knee. Oh, low stance. When's this one? This guy a wrestler or something. Is he a striker? Like a wrestler? Ooh, it looks like a good striker. Maybe he's just with good kicks and stuff like that. Ooh. See, look, I love that though. To see that from Khalil. Look at him changing his styles. Like he's literally strategy again, like strategy. He knows this guy's got good striking. Okay, he's respecting. He's doing this. There must be some purpose behind it. I can't tell you right now. Because you're not seeing the Muay Thai one here. You're seeing a lower stance. But I mean, what I like about it, what I'm trying to say is, he's showing you that he comes in with strategy. He can change his style for whoever's in front of him. Jiri, he's got incredible style. He doesn't change for no one. He's just going to bring it that same sort of style. I said with Glover, he maybe had a bit more range just to slowly be careful of the takedowns, but then he started doing his thing. Where this is a completely different look. Completely different look. Which is impressive. How's he win this one? I'm glad I got to watch some tape of this, man. This is... I'm going to be completely honest with you. I was leaning more towards Jiri from the get-go. Then I started thinking about that shield and all that sort of stuff. And the more I watch, the more Khalil impresses me. The more I'm seeing the strategy behind it. Like, there's thought behind everything he's doing. Like even right now, like the way he's pressuring this guy, the way, he's trying to show looks. He's not fully committing. He's trying to back him up. Like, I mean, there's real thought behind it. It's not just a pure offensive approach. He's defensive, does the right things, tries to set up, put you in a position, then capitalizes when the opportunities are there. Obviously, he's got a lot of KO, so he's great at it. Oh, big leg kick. I think this is going to be interesting when I start making this. I think I'm starting to... I might even tell you how I feel like he wins. But what happens here? He went for the shot there. Is he a wrestler? Is that why? Can someone tell me? Who knows this guy? Who is he fighting here? What style is this guy? Let me know why. Let me know. Yeah, see, you guys are clever. Let me know why you think he's got this lower stance. Do you know more about the guys fighting here? Because he's got great strike and looks very well-rounded. Let's see the finish in this one. All right, this is interesting. Damn, who's the favourite in this one? Khalil's now... Oh, no, Khalil... Oh, all the way... Yeah, bang. Khalil's... Watch this. As I said, he's starting to have his way, right? You could see in the last round, he was having his way with him. And you could see he's starting to do more. Old mate started freezing, getting tired, and then he started backing him up, and Khalil started really getting in control. Even looking at him here, Khalil sees that he's tired. Watch him press straight away. As I told you, he's very defensive. He's very aware. Great fight IQ. He doesn't take unnecessary risk. Watch him, look, he knows. He goes, I'm going a bit more here. This guy's done. I'm going in for the kill. Bang, bang, bang. I'm impressed, man. I've watched enough of Khalil, man. But I've missed a couple of these fights that tells me a lot. Oh, he's just got that killer instinct. Whoa, man. Damn. Woo. Hands are up. Let's see his defense here. Ooh, counter as well. Boom, check hook. That's money. Let's see. There you go. Look at these. This is the blocking that I'm talking about. Everything's here. Boom, boom. Quite defensively aware. He's going to need it with Jiri. All right, I went in deep. I don't usually watch that much. But I wanted to see this style change. We got to see his different styles throughout his career, as in like more MMA sort of base. So obviously still MMA based, but he went more Muay Thai approach in MMA base and just found that a great formula that works for him. Then we've seen him changing strategies. Even when he had the Muay Thai, there was a lot of different options. So even though he still went Muay Thai Khalil, there was strategy. It was more, I'm going to use more lead hand and check hooks because this guy likes to do this, likes to do that, I'm guessing. Man, all right. So, Jiri, very dangerous. Khalil likes to counter. Is he just going to counter carelessly? I don't think so. I think he shells up. I think he's defensive. And when he does counter, I think he's protecting himself, getting his head off center. Can Jiri catch him while that's happening? Of course. Jiri's dangerous. He can catch him. But who are the type of fighters that can have the right strategy, do the right things, and be effective? Like where, Pereira's going to know that he's trying to bait him in. Then he's going to try and trap him into his own strikes. And like as he's firing, he's so good at slipping as well. He's good enough to fight that fight with Jiri. Other guys, they're panicking a little bit more and then getting caught, right? Khalil Rountree is someone who will probably fight the right fight, from what I'm seeing. Will he panic? Will Jiri's pressure be too much? We will see. What I'm seeing, and from the way he's approaching these fights and strategy, I think he knows this is going to happen. So I think he knows he's going to have to be defensive. I think he knows he's going to have to go the legs. I expect some leg kicks as he's shelling up, big leg kicks as he's shelling up and protecting his head while he's doing, knowing that punches are going to be swinging back at him. Or while Jiri's firing, he's smashing the leg, front kicks at the legs, really just stomping those legs. We're going to see a lot of that, I reckon. Come back to this if that happens. Let me know if you agree. I think, again, if he's got the strategy-wise, I think these are things that he's going to see. All right. You know what? I'll be completely honest. I like both guys. I hate doing this all the time because I've got to pick someone. And then I'm worried they're going to watch and be like, oh, what are you? I actually just had that on the weekend. Obviously, I'm going to pick all the Aussies and the New Zealand guys. I had one of the old man, I forget his name, who come up and goes, "Hey, you picked against me." Or goes, "I'm like, yeah, man, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, sorry. Like, yeah, I feel bad, but you prove me wrong. Like, there's no, and you're upset. Like, sorry, but I mean, there's no real. Anyway, who cares? I love everybody, but I need a pick. I'll be completely honest here. I thought it'd be Jiri, an easy pick for Jiri. Originally. Now, I don't think so easy. Can we? Who's a favourite?
Jiri.
By how much?
Jiri's $1.56 and Khalil's paying $2.44.
So Khalil's an underdog here. I think that's fair. But strategy-wise, value. Remember, I want to go with value here. I know Jiri's that good. And as I told you, I thought Jiri was going to go, and I thought it was going to be not an easy bet, but I'll be like, I think Jiri's just going to be too much and too effective. But I feel like, as I told you, being defensive, not biting on absolutely everything. You've seen him doing half-committed shots and being pretty defensive, and even when he's committing, making sure his head's in the safe position, needs this stuff. He's going to smash the leg. If he's, smash the leg if it's there, maybe he knows, I know you're baiting me to the head. I ain't falling for that. I know you're going to punch. I'm going to smash the leg. I'm going to stomp at that leg. But I'm going to be defensive while I do it, knowing that there's probably big bombs coming at me. Really protect myself as I'm stomping at your leg. I'm seeing this stuff, man. It's a hard one to pick, man. As I said, easy pick. And I'm switching it up and going the underdog here. If Jiri was the underdog, I'd go Jiri. But, because, again, they're both that good. But I feel like, strategy-wise, Khalil, I think Khalil's going to get it done. I think he can. And because he's underdog, I'm going to go with that. It's hard to bet against Jiri, man. Like, I think the only person I'll bet against, the only time I thought I'd ever bet against him was Pereira. After watching some tape, Jiri has a tough fight ahead of him. He needs to catch him early, because if he starts working his strategy and all that, you could see some busted legs, some good counters. You could see Khalil staying safe enough to to at least give him opportunities to do something and not get finished so early. Yuri's very dangerous, though. But I'm going to go with the value here. I'm going with the underdog. I'm going with Khalil. Remember I said this. I thought it was going to be, I was coming in here thinking that it was definitely going to be a Jiri pick. I've changed my mind. I think I've already even done a picks I think I've already done one with someone. I think I might have even said Jiri because I didn't do this much tape. After doing this tape, I think I'm going Jiri because of the value. Don't be like, Jiri, he's definitely going to do this. Nah, you got Jiri in front of you. Jiri's an absolute beast, can catch. If he starts hurting Khalil, and then that's it. Like, I feel like, boom, boom, boom. If he starts catching him, all of this strategy goes out the window. Like Mike Tyson says, everyone has a plan to get punched in the face. Yes. But is he going to do a good enough job to prevent that from happening compared to other fighters? Yes, I believe so, 100%. And because he's the underdog, I love an underdog, and I'm going to do it. That's hard for me to do because Jiri is that good. As I said, I never would thought I'd pick against Jiri unless it was a Pereira. But I might do it with this one. Damn. I'm actually impressed that I got to watch a bit of tape and then completely switch this. Let me know your picks on this one. It's going to be an interesting fight. I believe in. Remember the strategy I said that I feel like Khalil will do? Let's see if he does that. Because if he does, that's, I'll be impressed with myself coming up with that. But again, he showed me that he's clever enough to have strategy. I know people, you watch fights and you're like, oh yeah, this guy should do this, do that. But do I think they're going to do that? No. Do I feel like they're capable of really being able to have a game plan or have strategy? Everyone's got a strategy, but I mean, under the fire, under someone like Jiri coming at you, let's see, right? Jiri coming at him like this, can he? But I mean, look at his last fights, Jamal Hill, Pereira, the confidence he would have had with that. And you know what I mean? And for, he'll be a lot more comfortable now with his strategy. He's been quite effective in his last couple of fights, even though he lost with Pereira, but he would have got a lot of confidence out of that. Fighting someone like Pereira and then doing what he did. There it is. I'm going the underdog. I said it. Tune into that one, man. That's going to be very interesting. And make sure you just come back to this. Let me know your picks. Let me know if you think I'm mad. Let me know if you were thinking it was you and you're like, no, what, Alex? I'm sort of hearing what you're saying. I think I can maybe see that. Let me know your thoughts. But remember, come back here after the fight. If I'm completely wrong, get at me. That's fine. No worries. I mean, again, I can see it going that way. But if that happens, Khalil Rountree having that strategy and very good. All right. I'll leave it at that. We went deep with that one. Hope you enjoyed that. Remember, we're going to do the next two fights. We're doing the co-main event and the main event. They will be uploaded very soon, so be ready for that. Stay tuned.